y'all, what's going on? It's Akira, part TruthAndLoveUnited.com. Hey, how are you doing? If you are new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell, so every time I post something new, you're gonna know about it. If you're coming back, hey boo, how you doing? What's good? How's your week? Mine has been crazy, which is a little bit what my video is about today. I ain't gonna lie, this one might just be a rant. So we're gonna do the intro, then we're gonna come back. So here we go. Alright, so I think I'll talk a little bit about my job before on here. I don't really say where exactly I work because it's never that serious and you know people be tripping. But I have a job where I am always outside interacting with people, things like that. If you've watched my videos and you notice I am getting darker in my face, I'm getting more sun-kissed. If you look at my arms, more sun-kissed. It's because I am always outside. So this past weekend, the company that I work for had me working the MLB All-Star Game. Like I said, I am from Cleveland, and the company that I work for is affiliated with Major League Baseball, and this weekend was the All-Star Game. So, you know, of course, well, actually today this video will go up on Tuesday. So actually today is the All-Star Game, but this past 5 days has been like All-Star weekend. You know, everybody and their mama come from all over the place and just celebrate their love of baseball, which, okay, cool, whatever. I'm not really a baseball person. Sidebar, I'm not really a sports person in general, because for me, it takes too long to get to the point, like, where are we going? The only sport I don't mind really watching is basketball, because basketball is instant gratification. You put the ball in the hoop, you get a point. Baseball, you got to run around all these things, and then someone might slide into you. Football, it takes too long to get to where we're going. We could be here 2 hours and not get a point. Child, no one has time. And then I think it's more so the stop and go of it. Like, it takes too long to get to where we're going. But anyway, I went off on a tangent. What I want to talk about today is y'all customers. Y'all people who just be out in these spaces wilding out, acting crazy. Let me talk to you for a second. So, I have been in customer service for at least 10 years, over 10 years at this point. Literally since I have been old enough to have a job, I have been in customer service in some way, shape, or form. And I love what I do, especially now. Like, I love my job. I like being out here. Like, I love what I do. But one thing that drives me crazy are customers. Or not even, you know what, not even just customers, but just the general public and the general disrespect people have for people who have customer service jobs. Let me let you know what I'm talking about. For example, like I said, the job that I have, it requires me to, you know, give out, you know, swag and all this stuff. So swag is like, if you go somewhere and someone gives you like, I don't know, a Frisbee, or if someone gives you sunglasses with their company logo on it, we call that swag for the people who don't know. So I don't understand people. One, swag is free, okay? Swag is not a requirement. Swag is just something like saying, hey, we're at this event, you're at this event, let's have a conversation. Hey, here's something something for you to remember us by, right? Maybe this is just me. If you are in customer service and this drives you crazy, put it in the comments and let me know if it's just me, because it might just be being nitpicky. I get so annoyed when someone walks up to me and says, "What y'all got for free?" And I know that's for some people. If you've never worked customer service, it might not be a big deal for you. But I feel like words mean things, and there's a way to word that question that don't seem so crass. And maybe that's just me being bougie. I'll take that. That's fine. But I said what I said, okay? I get so annoyed. Literally, when someone says, "What y'all got for free?" I say information. What you want? What are you looking for? Or I hate when someone says, "Sell me something." What does that mean? What does that mean? I need you to give me more. Like, it's annoying. Another thing, here in Cleveland, the part of where I was, like, we were downtown, and the part that I was in, like, they had a lot of volunteers helping out. I think one of the volunteers told me, like, 10,000 people signed up to be volunteers. Only 2,000 got chosen, though. So, like, it was a lot of people trying to get in position. But I went to, so one of the, like I said, I've been working down there 5 days. I went to the bathroom, hell, I don't know. My days are running together on me. But one day I went to the bathroom and there was this little old lady in the bathroom crying, like boo-hooing. And I'm, I hear her talking to another volunteer, and she was just talking about how one of the patrons at this event just dogged her out because she didn't know whatever. And it's like, y'all don't understand. Like, first of all, that's the volunteer. So she is not even getting paid to deal with your abuse. But that speaks to a bigger thing, because a lot of people feel like because I work for the company that I work for, or in general, because customer service people are at their job, that they won't turn up on you. I tell people all the time, don't let this logo on my shirt fool you into thinking that you're going to be rude, that you're going to be disrespectful, that you're going to talk to me crazy, because guess what? We can get it popping if it's necessary, okay? Okay. But, this little old lady, she ain't trying to get furniture moving and all of that, so she just was taken aback, and she was in the bathroom crying to this other lady, and this other lady's just consoling her like, it's gonna be okay. But y'all gotta think about the way y'all talk to people. And I've noticed this and I won't even say it's a color thing, it's like a bougie thing. Like, there's a certain group of people who look down on people who have everyday jobs. And for the people who work at McDonald's, another really good example. So last night, because of the company that I work for, we got tickets to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for, they were having this concert, this Joan Jett concert, which, okay. But one thing I noticed was majority of the people there who looked like me were working. It was very few people that looked like me who were just patrons. I've never been to an event where, all the food is free, all the drinks are free, you could just kick it and just, that was something new for me. And if it wasn't for the company that I work for, I would have never experienced that. So that was cool. But I noticed how, how when you're at stuff and people come over, hey, is this, every 5 to 10 minutes, someone's coming to the table, hey, are you done with that? Hey, do you want me to throw this away? Whatever. And the people, so let me rewind a little bit. I was waiting on someone to come. So, it was just one other person I was waiting on. So, this older white guy, walked up to me and was like, hey, do you mind if I sit here? I said, no problem. Next thing you know, I'm, surrounded by, 4 or 5 old white men and women. I was just kind of okay. But, that's neither here nor there. I had my phone, so it wasn't a big deal. But I noticed how every time someone would come up and say, are you done with this? Are you finished? Would you like to me remove that? They would just do this. Or they would point at it and be like, and I'm like, that's weird, that's rude, that's very dismissive. And it made me think about how, we just don't have decent respect for one another. Regardless of where you come from, I can't help that your mama dropped the ball in that way. I can't help your daddy was a deadbeat and didn't do what he was supposed to do. The least you can do is hand it to them and say, yes, please, or every time somebody would come by, I would say, yes, please, or no, thank you, or thank you for doing this, or I appreciate that, whatever. Just basic human decency. Or let me give you another one. So I was at, where was I at? I was at the store the other day, and another thing that I don't like, and luckily, the way, my situation is set up at work, this doesn't really happen anymore, but this used to happen when I used to work at a Best Buy a million years ago. I used to work at another place a million years ago, and this used to happen, and it used to drive me crazy. I was in the store, and I'm fussing with my stuff. She's told me how much my stuff is, and I'm fussing with stuff, and I put the money on the counter because I had my phone in my hand. I was trying to rearrange things, and she picked it up, and I said, you know what, I apologize. I absolutely hate when people put money on the counter, so I apologize. I should have put it in your hand. And she stopped, and she looked at me, and she said, thank you for that. No one ever apologizes for that. People don't think about that. And I said, I'm in customer service, so I know I get frustrated when people do that to me. I kind of take it as a sign of disrespect. So I just wanted to let you know, it wasn't disrespectful. I just genuinely wasn't thinking in that moment. I apologize. And she's like, you don't even know you just made my day. Just think, if we think about people as other humans, as opposed to this person just doing a service for me, you know how much better the world would be? I'm just saying, stop looking at people when you're out in the world. Stop looking at people just as they're whatever. They're the help. And just look at them as people. We have to treat each other better. So stop putting money on the counter. Stop talking to people crazy. And, yeah, just be a decent human. Do better. Because I'm telling you now, like I said, the logo on my shirt is not going to save you. And that don't mean that I'm going to be crazy, whatever. But it does mean that if you say something smart, listen, I stay with a verbal bullet ready, okay? So try it if you want to. And I understand that everyone's not built like me. Everyone doesn't have... In my job, I have to have thick skin. So I understand that everyone doesn't have thick skin like I do. There are some people who are super sensitive, who cannot handle the stuff that sometimes gets thrown at me. I had somebody ask me why I was even at the baseball thing, because I didn't think people like you like baseball. Mind you, there's a whole section of this thing going on that got to do with Negro Leagues. Matter of fact, when I was in there, it was a whole wall showing a black lady who was like the first or third black woman to play baseball or something, which I learned that new, because I learned that new. That was something new that I learned, because I didn't even think about black women in baseball, because again, I don't watch baseball, because to me it's boring. But what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Mind you, it's a plethora of different type of people here. I see black people, I see white people, I see native people, which, sidebar, again, I'm from Cleveland. Our team is the Cleveland Indians. I am so uncomfortable with the idea. Like, so it was a lot of people walking around with shirts like long live the chief, or like the original logo of Chief Wahoo, which to me is the equivalent of blackface. So I am just really uncomfortable with the whole idea of the Indians. So I don't mind like so I saw a couple shirts that's like baseball CLE, like I don't mind those shirts, but I'm just really uncomfortable with the whole Cleveland Indians thing anyway, which might be why I kind of side-eye baseball, because I grew up surrounded by Chief Wahoo, which is a caricature of the indigenous people, which I know that if it was the other way around and they were like the Negroids or whatever they came up with, and it was like a caricature of a black person in our features, I would feel away. They would get dragged. And for years, people have gotten dragged for it, but no one cares enough to actually put in the work to change it, which I find an issue with. And then for people to double and triple down on it with long live Chief Wahoo and let's keep the original, all of this foolery, like, it's disrespectful and it's rude. But on average, again, this goes back to y'all don't think about people, so why would y'all care about that? But anyway, I know that was a rant. I started off saying this probably would be. You're probably only going to get one video this week because I just have a lot going on. But I appreciate you watching this one. Please make sure you check out the website, truthandloveunited.com. I'm going to be updating it soon. I feel the need to I got some writing I feel like I need to get out, so please make sure you keep an eye on that. Like I said at the beginning, make sure you are commenting, and subscribing to this video. Make sure you are following me on my socials. They are in the description box. It's Truth and Love United on Instagram. That's the main one that I use. I do have a Twitter, but the main one I use is on Instagram. And if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, good stuff, bad stuff, anything you want to say, hit me up in my email, Akira at Truth and Love United. And like I always say, as long as you're running your race at God's pace, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Bye, y'all. And do better with his creations. Bye.